Let's shift focus to electric vehicles now. There's a key, special change that one may really be looking at here. Electric vehicles may actually lose their zero emission status now. And this is under the upcoming CAFE 3 norms as well. With the PMO now reviewing the proposal, the debate is over whether EVs should continue to be treated as zero emission vehicles or whether grid-based emissions should be factored into the compliance calculations. And for more on this, now I'm joined by my colleague Chetan Bhutani, who's been tracking this story very closely. Now, this could be a big change, Chetan. EVs, which used to first get subsidies, a lot of government push, a lot of policy-related support, a lot of discounts there at the dealerships as well, to entice more viewers to come out of petrol and diesel ICE vehicles to shift to EVs. Now, if the zero-emission tag also goes away, what are the things that one has to really look forward to?
Well, Sakshi, the matter is purely contentious and not a very negative, not a very positive news coming in for the electric vehicle space, especially when we were thinking and expecting that more stops would be pulled out from the government's treasury and given towards electric vehicles. But now the government's logic is also completely right and fine, because what the government is saying that another CAFE 3 norms, which is the corporate average fuel efficiency norm, which goes into effect from 2027, which means stricter emission norms would be calculated. So in this category, the government feels that since electric vehicles now get charged through the main grid, which is also powered by coal, and coal being a polluting agent, one of the biggest polluting agents, of course, does not give a complete, benefit to EVs, because they're getting charged by the main grid instead of a greener energy source that charges the electric vehicle. So the government is now wanting that EV should not be fully treated as a zero tailpipe emission car. It should be treated little bit lesser than the petrol and diesel, but yes, it should be given that face value and that benefit. That means the car companies that used to get bigger advantage of selling EVs and offsetting the emission norms by selling their ICE vehicles also will not be getting that big of an advantage that used to get earlier. Also, lastly, Sakshi, earlier these companies, auto companies, used to sell bigger cars in comparison to their EVs, which would actually offset the impact. But now, since the impact would be limited, we'll have to see and watch out what really government does. In fact, the Prime Minister's office has himself intervened and is calling upon the OEMs to understand the matter along with other ministries and stakeholders as well.
Absolutely. This calls for a deeper attention and understanding of how EVs will be looked at from here on. Will they be seen as completely zero-emission vehicles, a complete climate-friendly, or will there be a caveat there as well? And what will that lead to in terms of OEMs' focus, plans on EV expansions, and, of course, a large part of population looking at EVs as an opportunity or their next vehicle purchases as well. So that's something that we'll keep an eye out on as well.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.